So I got Diablo 3 the other day and I started playing it, and it was actually, I was playing with headphones to begin with, and it was a really atmospheric game. I enjoyed the vibe that game gave me. I was feeling that vibe. And there are a lot of games that I play actually that I really enjoy the music of, but they're on console, and sometimes it's a lot easier just to have that hooked up to the TV and have that playing through speakers. The problem with speakers though is that it just doesn't sound as good. It's not as nice to hear through speakers compared to headphones or even earphones. So I was like, how do I fix this problem? So obviously the first thing you could do is just hook a pair of headphones up to the console or the system that you're playing on. So if you've got a slim Xbox 360, you can literally just plug a headphone cable straight into the back of it and it'll work. PS3, you'll need a composite to 3.5mm headphone jack adapter. They're not hard to find. I was like, well, I want to play this a fair distance from the TV, but I want to be able to hear sound real good. What if you wanted to hear the game, but you weren't cabled up directly to the console? So I came up with this really wacky kind of solution that is a little bit weird, but just bear with me. So out in the lounge room, we've got the PS3, and we also have an entertainment PC, and it's very low power. It doesn't really do a whole lot. It doesn't even have a graphics card actually, and it's only got 2 cores. So it's nothing particularly impressive. But what it does have is an internet connection, or more or less a network connection. Just, you know, within my group of friends, we tend to use TeamSpeak a fair bit for just chat. We use TeamSpeak a lot. And I actually have TeamSpeak on my phone. It's available on Android. I'm not sure if it's still available on iOS, to be honest. But it's there, and you can buy it, and then you can have it on your phone. You can have the client there. So what I did was, using the low power PC, I hosted a server, just a local area server. I installed a client and brought that up on the low power PC as well. And I used the PS3's audio as the microphone input for that client. So if anyone else was in that TeamSpeak server, all you'd hear is the game. Before I went any further though, I had to change the channel settings from Opus Voice to Opus Music. That makes the audio quality so much better. Like, make sure you do that. Make sure it's at the max bit rate. Opus Music, it's just, yeah. So I had the server and the client running on the low power PC. I had Diablo 3 running, and what I did was get the client up on my phone and connect that server through Wi-Fi. And I had the Diablo 3 sound going from the PS3 into the low power PC and over the network to my phone into the earphones. And the sound quality was surprisingly good. It sounded almost as if I just plugged headphones straight into the back of the PS3, which was really impressive, I found. The one downside that you may experience, and your mileage may vary a fair bit here, is the lag between what you see and what you hear, because it's going through a network, and depending on what kind of network you have and what kind of mood the network is in at the time, you could experience anywhere between like 1.5 seconds of lag to nearly nothing. Keep that in mind if you want to do this. But for me, it was like a little bit of 1.5 when it was coming to terms with the fact that it was running a server and a client on the low power PC with only 2 cores. That thing is so slow sometimes. Once it got its shit together though, I barely noticed any lag. This is more going to suit games that are a bit more slow paced, and you'll want to focus more on the music as opposed to sound effects that are kind of useful for gameplay. So stuff like Call of Duty probably wouldn't be the best conduit for a system like this, because you rely a lot on audio, hearing what other people are doing in the game, and also what you're doing in the game. So don't do that. If you're playing something like Journey or Diablo 3, where you want to be able to take in that ambient sound and the music and really enjoy it for what it is, this is going to be really good. And I enjoyed myself a lot more doing this compared to just hearing it through speakers. Because speakers are okay sometimes, but like, shit man, give me some headphones. I just want some headphones. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to subscribe for whatever it is that I do on this channel now, by all means go ahead. And it's actually my birthday, so I'm gonna go and play more Diablo 3 now. I'll talk to you guys later.